Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I'm going to do a top 5 movies I would love to see the Arrow video treatment. So these are 5 movies, 5 of my favourites to be honest. All fantastic movies, which some don't even have special edition releases and some don't even have UK Blu-ray releases. Well, at least one of them doesn't. So I'd love to see Arrow work their magic. A limited edition collector's box set with a poster, a soundtrack, or a steelbook, or a franchise, a collection, because Arrow do a fantastic job on producing best quality, putting a lot of love and effort into their releases to give us movie fans, us cult movie fans, a top-notch release of that movie. So first one, and these aren't all horror either. So the first one I'm going to, which I'd love to see have a Arrow overhaul, is James Cameron's masterpiece, The Terminator. Reason I'd like to see this is, well, why not? To start with, they've done Waterworld, they've done RoboCop, so Arrow aren't just horror. They do expand into other genres, and especially with the RoboCop release, which was fantastic, why not continue that and do a James Cameron film? I doubt it will ever get done because the way James Cameron's quite funny with the rights to his movies. But wouldn't you just love to have an Ultimate Edition of the Terminator from Arrow with throw in the soundtrack, could you imagine a box set with the original Terminator poster art, with the red eye, the classic. No one's really done a cover like that in Blu-ray form, but you can imagine having, double it up, pull it with T2. How awesome would that be as a double box set, Terminator and Terminator 2 in a limited edition box set? It kind of cross-genre, you could argue, with Terminator going into more of the horror genre. Is it a stalker slash, a slasher movie, The Terminator, you might argue. But it's a sci-fi masterpiece, and I think, I'd love to have a really, really fantastic release of The Terminator, because it's one of my favourites. Everyone has love for Terminator, and I think it would sell well. So there we go. First one, Terminator. Let me know if you agree with that one. Next up, next one is an absolute favourite of mine, and that is The Crow. Who doesn't like The Crow? Brandon Lee's unfortunate last movie. This is just gothic perfection. It is a revenge movie. It's had a massive influence on me growing up. As in, I fell in love with this movie. When I first started movies, I had VHS. And I still remember to this day having only a few to start with, as you do, because they're bloody expensive, and as a kid, I didn't do a paper round, I was lazy, so I was relying on gifts and washing the car. I remember having The Crow on VHS, and then I remember having, was it Athena? This is all people in the UK might remember this. Athena was a poster and picture shop. I remember having a big poster of The Crow above my bed, where he's like sat in a chair, and I've dressed up as The Crow for like Halloween and stuff. Anyway, I absolutely adore this movie. I'd love to see Arrow do an edition. Obviously, this is what this video is about, but can you imagine a awesome box set? I even don't mind the sequels, so why not throw the sequels in maybe, be a bit adventurous. But I'd love to see, even if this one is just a standalone release of Brandon Crow's best movie, The Crow. I just think it needs that ultimate release. Such a classic movie. Right, next is maybe a bit of a curveball entry into this top 5, and that is Pulp Fiction. Why not? Pulp Fiction is Tarantino's best piece of work, in my opinion. It was, again, when I was really getting into movies when I was at school, this one was, you got to watch a Tarantino movie, watch Reservoir Dogs, you fucking love Reservoir Dogs. You naturally then go on to Pulp Fiction when you work through his filmography, and this is his best work. It is amazing. I've read the script, I've got the soundtrack. Again, double up with the soundtrack. I'd love to see an amazing edition of this. And you never know, we may get that, because there are the little cards, sample cards you get in our releases. I've seen one for Inglourious Basterds. So, assuming they're going to be releasing a Tarantino movie. So why not go back and work through his whole filmography? Because do you know what? Pulp Fiction could do with a special edition. But yeah, why not? It's amazing. You can't argue. Right, next up, okay, is Pumpkinhead. So this is a VHS copy. And it's called Vengeance the Demon. So Pumpkinhead is a Stan Winston movie from the 80s. And it is a creature feature movie. And it is absolutely outstanding. Bit of background on this VHS. So Bryn over at Horror Hands, you'll all know Bryn. If you watch my channel, you'll know who he is. He's an awesome guy. And he did a video not so long ago about basically some VHS he got, and he's had them for years. And I happened to comment because he brought this, he showed this as part of showing his collection. I was like, fucking hell, that is amazing. Look at it, look at the artwork. And I've never heard it be referred to as Vengeance of Demon. And I was like, dude, that VHS is amazing. He went, well, I'll send you it. And I was like, you what? He goes, I'll send you it. I was like, fucking hell, brilliant. So that's what, you know, this community is like. Bryn, you're the man. Thank you ever so much. It has my pride of place displayed in my room. I love it. So why not? Arrow, fucking do us, please, please, please release Pumpkinhead. It is an awesome Stan Winston movie. Lance Henriksen is one of his best performances in my view. You know, like Bishop in Aliens, but he's fantastic in it, and the creature design very xenomorph-like. It's just so awesome. I'd love to see Arrow do that. The sequels, not so great, but yeah. Come on, we need a Blu-ray release of this, please, please. And last but not least is one me and the Randy Mole argue a lot about. And the reason we argue about it a lot is because I think this is the best vampire movie ever made, and that is Near Dark, whereas he thinks Lost Boys is. And to be honest, Lost Boys is amazing. I can't argue that it's a fantastic, fantastic vampire movie. But to me, the Western, Near Dark, is the best vampire movie. And I might review it one day. But the cast from Bill Paxton and Lance Henriksen and what's her name from Aliens? I can't remember her name. Jeanette Goldstein is her name. There we go. Remembered it. I just want Arrow to release this one, please. It's got UK Blu-ray, but it's shit. It's a shit cover. I got it signed once, and Jeanette Goldstein, who's in it, said, oh, it's the Twilight cover, isn't it? I went, yes, it's shit, scribble all over it, please. But yeah, great VHS artwork. I've had this years, this copy. Yeah, wouldn't that be an amazing version? Why not? So there we go. There's just 5 movies which need Arrow. Come on, Arrow. You won't ever watch this video, but come on. Release them. Come on, work your magic. So, I'd love to hear what everyone else thinks of my 5. You know, some you might think's a bit controversial, like Pulp Fiction. But let me know your 5, what you would like to see released. And yeah, it'd be good to get a conversation going. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Cheers, bye.